And so one thing I did forget to mention in the first video is that when you are cutting this out to put the mirror in, you're going to want to make sure you use a stud finder. Most of our house is actually plaster. Thankfully, this bathroom, master bathroom here, was an addition to our house, and so it is drywall, so it makes it a little easier. So used a stud finder to kind of come through and find the studs. So I had an idea of where the studs were, and in this case, in this particular mirror, thankfully, the studs were kind of like off to the sides essentially. But what you want to do is you just want to kind of be very, very careful, make a small kind of hole. So that was the first kind of step to this, was, obviously kind of measuring this all out, marking it all out, knowing where the studs were and everything, and then being able to then, just cut out a small hole and then be able to look inside to make sure, being very careful, especially with that first, just little square, make sure there's no wires or anything. So like, again, this one was added later on after they did some work up in the ceiling, but this side over here, there was a wire directly in the back. So again, just by being very careful, making a small cut just to kind of see what's back there before you start really getting in there, for safety, obviously. Also make sure the power's off. So, obviously did that as well. In this case, this wire is on a different circuit than this outlet here. So this is turned off. I've got a, definitely recommend one of these as well, a little electrical tester. But this power here is turned off. So again, since this is kind of the wire that was in the way, it was also the wire we wanted to kind of move and relocate over here. Definitely want to make sure that your power's off, just in case, because again, as you're cutting those small holes, even just to take a look, you don't want to nick or cut some kind of wire, and obviously cause electrical, electrocution or issue. Safety always first. So make sure you do that as well.